Okay, let's unpack this. You might have got some headlines about this social media thing between Guru Randhawa and Diljit Dosanjh.
Right. And on the surface, yeah, it looked maybe like just another celebrity feud.
But it actually reveals, well, quite a bit more about these powerful forces, shaping things online.
Exactly. What's really fascinating here is how it's not just about the stars. It's a potent example, really, of how celebrity culture, national identity, and the wild dynamics of online platforms crash together.
Especially with those sort of background geopolitical tensions always simmering.
Precisely.
So our mission today, drawing from the sources you've gathered, media reports, social media stuff, is to really get a handle on the forces and maybe the digital strategies that turned a spat into, well, something much bigger.
Yeah, understanding how these things get amplified and, frankly, manipulated.
Okay, let's dive in. Where did it all kick off?
Well, it seems the catalyst was Diljit Dosanjh casting the Pakistani actress Hania Amir in his film, Sardar G3.
Ah, right. And that was seen as pushing back against that informal ban on Pakistani artists in India, the one since the Pulwama attack in 2019.
Exactly. It wasn't official maybe, but widely enforced. And Dosanjh, being a co-producer, he was definitely taking a calculated risk there.
Maybe aiming for that overseas market?
That seems likely, yeah. A big diaspora audience.
Uh-huh.
But industry bodies, they reacted fast. Calls to ban the film, scrutinized Dosanjh. It showed a pretty organized pushback from within the industry itself.
Okay, so you have that initial industry reaction. Then how did Guru Randhawa get pulled into it? Or did he jump in?
He jumped in. He went onto social media, first posting something kind of cryptic, like about artists whose PR team is more talented than the talent itself.
Implying the whole controversy was just, what, a PR stunt?
That seemed to be the implication. But then he escalated it. He challenged Dosanjh directly on national loyalty and citizenship, even hinting about rumored foreign citizenship.
Wow, okay. And that's where things really seem to flip on him, right?
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
It triggered this immediate, intense backlash, what some call the authenticity trap.
Where your own past gets thrown back at you.
Exactly. People instantly dug up his own stuff, like his song Lagdi Lahore Dai, promoting a film about Pakistan called Shotcoat. Suddenly he looked hypocritical.
So his own work, his own history, used against him. Incredible how fast that happens online.
It is. And faced with all that criticism piling up, he just, deactivated his account within hours. He totally lost control of the narrative.
A very hostile digital space to be caught in.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that covers Randhawa's side. But what about Diljit Dosanjh, this Khalistan sympathizer label that gets thrown at him that wasn't new, was it? That goes back further.
It does, yeah. The roots are really in his support for the Indian farmers' protests back in 2020, and also that very public, very high-profile feud he had with actress Kangana Ranaut.
She directly accused him then, didn't she, of supporting separatists?
Explicitly, yes. And it raises this important point about how cultural expression gets weaponized, like even small things, the spelling of Punjab or not using the Indian flag emoji. Sometimes critics seize on that as proof of supposed separatist leanings.
So almost anything can be twisted, regardless of the actual intent. It sounds like a trap.
It really is. This strategy effectively blurs the lines, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Between just, Sikh identity and the political Khalistan movement, which advocates for a separate state. It puts prominent Sikh figures in a really difficult position.
So stepping back then, what's the bigger picture this incident shows us about digital influence and identity politics?
Well, it highlights how the modern Khalistan movement operates. Politically, it has very little traction inside India itself, but digitally, it's sophisticated.
Thriving online, you mean?
Yeah, it finds strong support within parts of the Sikh diaspora, especially in places like Canada, the UK. And there are allegations, serious ones, of support from foreign state actors like Pakistan's ISI.
So the danger isn't really about carving out territory anymore, but more about information warfare.
That seems to be the primary arena now, yes. The real threat lies in its information warfare capabilities. We see documented tactics like coordinated inauthentic behavior, CIB.
That's like bot farms and fake accounts pushing a narrative.
Exactly. Using tons of accounts to artificially boost certain messages, spreading misinformation, often based on real historical grievances like the 1984 anti-Sikh riots, to radicalize young people, and also targeted harassment campaigns to shut down anyone who disagrees.
A sort of grievance industrial complex, you called it.
You could put it that way. It manipulates perception, It intimidates people, it silences opposition, and it causes real diplomatic headaches between countries.
So when Guru Randhawa retreated, it wasn't just random online anger. He was kind of outplayed in a digital environment that these organized networks are very skilled at manipulating.
It seems that way. He made a misstep, and they amplified it, weaponized his past, and basically controlled the online battlefield. It shows their power.
Ultimately, then, the analysis suggests the real danger here is digital influence, intimidation across borders, messing with diplomacy, and maybe even sparking real-world trouble.
That sums it up well. The capacity for digital disruption is significant.
Which brings up a really important question for you listening. In this world just saturated with information, how do you personally evaluate these kinds of narratives, especially when you've got celebrity, identity, and geopolitics all tangled up like this? Something to think about. Stay sharp and keep questioning what you see online.